In the still, warm waters of Southeast Asia's rice paddies and shallow ponds lives a small, unassuming fish. But this fish carries a fire in its soul. It is a living jewel, a warrior, and the subject of more myths than perhaps any other creature in our hobby. This is the story of Betta splendens. Our story begins not in a pet store, but in the murky, oxygen-poor waters of Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Here, wild bettas are a far cry from the flowing finnage we know. They are smaller, with short, practical fins, colored in muted shades of brown, green, and a hint of iridescent blue. Their superpower? A labyrinth organ. This remarkable evolutionary adaptation allows them to gulp air from the surface, surviving where other fish would suffocate. This is the survivor, the ancient ancestor. Centuries ago, people noticed the intense territorial nature of the males. They would flare their gill covers, called opercula, and fight with astonishing ferocity. This led to selective breeding, not for color or finnage, but for aggression and fighting spirit. In Siam, now Thailand, a culture of fish fighting, akin to cockfighting, grew around them. They were named Betta, after an ancient warrior tribe, the Betta. The species name, splendens, meaning shining or glittering, came later. The 20th century changed everything. As the fish entered the global aquarium trade, breeders turned their focus from warfare to art. Through meticulous selection, they transformed the utilitarian wild fish into living masterpieces. The veil tail with its long, flowing, asymmetric fins. The crown tail, where the fin rays extend beyond the membrane, creating a dramatic, spiked crown of fire. The breathtaking half moon, whose tail spreads to a perfect 180-degree semicircle. And the placket, a modern return to the short-finned, powerful form of the wild fish, showcasing intense, metallic colors. Each variety is a testament to human influence on nature. And this is where our modern myth collides with reality. The Betta's greatest tragedy is its reputation as a bullfish. That remarkable labyrinth organ, its ability to survive in puddles, was misread as a preference for tiny, empty spaces. Nothing could be further from the truth. In reality, a Betta is a curious, intelligent explorer. Think of its natural habitat, not a puddle, but a vast, shallow, plant-choked wetland. It needs space to patrol, leaves to rest on. Yes, they sleep. And clean, warm water, 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 to 27 degrees Celsius, to keep its immune system strong. A filtered, heated tank of 5 gallons, 20 liters, or more is not a luxury. It's what allows this jewel to truly shine, both in color and personality. Ah, the flare. That iconic, beautiful threat display. They flare to intimidate rivals, to defend territory, and sometimes just out of sheer spirit. Each Betta has a distinct personality. One might be a bold, flaring king, another a shy, cautious observer. Some can be trained to follow a finger, swim through hoops, or even jump for food. They recognize their keeper. They are not just decorations, they are interactive pets. And the social life of a Betta is a complex dance. Males are solitary warriors. Putting two together is a death sentence. Females can be kept in carefully arranged groups called sororities, but this is for experts. A male Betta can sometimes live with peaceful, fast-moving tank mates like neon tetras or Corridor's catfish in a large, well-planned tank, but his stunning fins can be a target for nippers. So, the Betta splendens is more than a pretty fish in a cup. It is a story of evolution, of history, of art, and of responsibility. It is a survivor from the rice paddies, bred into 1,000 forms of living art. It is a lesson in looking beyond the myth to understand the true needs of a creature. When you see one, remember, you are looking at a warrior's spirit, wrapped in the finery of a king, carrying the soul of a survivor. It deserves a throne worthy of its splendor.